Welcome back everyone to another Marvel Daily Snap video. I'm GemmachineEsq. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and today we are playing a deck that is near and dear, close to my heart. It is an Attuma Is Good deck, and the reason I am playing this deck is it's a zero deck. We got zero. We also got Attuma. It was our most recent unboxing, but importantly, Attuma and Titania kind of have a bad rep in the game right now. Most people assume they are very bad cards. I actually don't think that. I think their stat lines alone are justifying playing them. To give you an idea, Doc Ock is a 5/10, and people still play him even though he comes... Most of the time people agree Doc Ock actually hurts you, but he still finds his way into decks because of the stat line. Attuma is a 4/10, and the only downside he has is it says if someone is played next to him, he dies, but that can be mitigated. First of all, Hulkbuster can be played, it doesn't count to be played next to him. He can be zeroed out to cancel out that ability. Invisible Woman hides him until the end of the game, so his the negative side effect doesn't kick in, and he fits really well into his zero type of deck. Now, I don't have Red Skull, and I'm not putting Typhoid Mary in here because I think I'd rather play something like a Rescue or a Attuma if I could on 4 to set up a Professor X on 5, setting up a potential Destroyer on 6. We also have Cosmo in here to set up a Destroyer lane, also as a counter card. And really what we're looking to do is flood the lane early with an Invisible Woman, a high Titania, Ebony Maw, and Attuma behind her, which creates a massive lane. It's 2, 12, 19, 23 power that they don't expect to happen because I'm playing the card so early, so no one expects 23 power, and most people when they see Invisible Woman think like Wong or something like that behind it, and they're not thinking a ton of power behind that lane. Even if it gets Enchantress, still fine. You don't have to worry about the Titania and the Attuma dying at that point, but this deck is also very good against Leader, because if Leader copies your Attuma behind an Invisible Woman, if you play it on 6, excuse me, his Attuma will die, yours will not, because yours reveals at the end of the game, Leader's reveals when Leader's revealed. So, it is a fun deck, I do like it, I've climbed about 20 cubes with it, off stream, so we're going to play it today. This is the deck list above. It does have a lot of advanced cards in it, Zero, Titania, Attuma, Destroyer, Rescue are all pool 3 cards. Visible Woman's a pool 3 card too, I think. I can't remember. But so this is an expensive deck, but I think it's quite a good deck, and it's quite good into the meta. So this is what we're going to run today. But before that, I did want to thank you guys, the viewers, because you guys gave me the best video I've ever had so far. In recording it, it was my video where we did the bundling, where we actually unlocked some of these cards. It was up to 850 views last time I checked. So I really wanted to thank Bruno Marquezini, sorry if I don't, or Marquezini, probably how you pronounce that, for subscribing, Jack Quack for commenting, Jesse C, new subscriber, Duco Van Beek commented asking why don't I split cards, because then you get to up them again when they're cost 25 and it's cheaper and more efficient. To answer that question, Duco, and I'll answer it in the video as well. We're just simply trying to get the border because it looks nicer for all of our cards, and it's purely me being a streamer type of thing. Local Man, thank you, new subscriber. Iceberg the Gamer, new subscriber. And Hoki-Chan, new subscriber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Local Man, I know you left a few comments too. I'll jump on after I'm done recording, and I'll let you know. And this is Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Let's get into a few games, shall we? Welcome back, guys. We ran into a really cool bounce deck, actually, which ran... It's a zoo deck, and it ran... bounce, and it got a really high Collector and really high Angela, so we bounced out of it. He snapped on turn 1 because he had his high roll already. We didn't draw into our Destroyer. We had Dark Dimension, so we couldn't play our Professor X, so we never really got off the ground, so not really worth playing, I don't think. Ooh, and Murder World is kind of interesting. And so again, we're not drawing into our power early cards this game, so he does drop an Armor, which is really, really good for us, though. So we'll see what we can do here. And Luke's Bar comes out. And I'm trying to think if I have any way of locking down Luke's Bar. And I don't remember what the... how it works with Professor X, to be honest. And I can't even do it because of how this works. So that was a bad play because of Cosmo. Kind of fine though. It's still the most powerful card I can play. That won't work. So I think we just bounce. We'll just leave. We're getting a little Dream Dimension and Avengers Compound kind of hurt this deck pretty heavily. Interesting. Welcome back, everyone. We lost a game to Avengers Compound, so we've had Avengers Compound and Dream Dimension 2 games, which really mess up. Turn 5 is a big turn for us. We're either looking to set up our Attuma or Professor X, and it kind of gets rid of our play path if we do that. But we do draw into our Invisible Woman this game with Los Diablos base, so this game's already looking a little better. Transform into a different location. Just because I don't know what these locations are going to be, I am going to throw Invisible Woman down. And hopefully we draw into like a tomb or something like that, and we can hide our cards. I am going to play Cosmo in Fisk Tower. The reason is... if he moves a card, like if he has like Magneto or something like that, I don't want him to be able to use Fisk Tower. Okay, so that's much better for us, because now this will probably turn into Ruins, or yeah, that is completely fine. This turn we get to play Attuma down mid. And he plays Dracula mid, which I think we're okay with. I'm going to play Professor X mid. We probably can't beat this Dracula. So we're kind of hoping Professor X wins. It probably won't. Oh! It actually does. So what is now the most power we can fit in here? And I think... Okay, he just retreats. And that we got a little lucky with the lockjaw drop, but not bad. That's a pretty good game one. So thank you, Nastia, for a good game one. And hopefully we can get to game 2 now. I still want to get to the end, though, you know, get like that big final dropper. It's like, wow, that's Attuma. That game we won because of Professor X, not so much Attuma. We want to show off Titania and Attuma, and I've played 3 games and haven't seen Titania yet, which is sad. We're gonna actually play Sunspot into X Mansion. And we have our Invisible Woman Attuma play set up. I'm gonna play Armor into X Mansion, so we can't kill our Sunspot. Okay. Okay. Things are starting to get a little weird. I actually think I can beat this. I'll say, though. Gamora and... Ooh. Alright. I don't actually have much of a better play than... Oh, I guess that's a better play. So Zero's gonna 0 out of Attuma, which it doesn't matter. Kind of a weird play, but okay. And then we have this, and so I think we are gonna just lock down this location, and I'm okay with that. And I kind of hope if Zero gets pulled here, it's the best. And do we want to snap? If Cosmo gets pulled over here, it's kind of bad for us. So he pulls Cosmo there, which kind of interesting. Oh, and that's a Silver Surfer. Okay. And so there's our Cosmo. So this is going to go up by 313. So I lose that. This is going to go up by 5, 9. He didn't want it. All right, not a bad win. Again, weird game with 2 Grand Centrals and an X Mansion. Don't really get to play our deck, but we're going to include it. Not a bad game. And hopefully this is game 3. And who are we up against in game 3? Will Darts. Will Darts. Is that from Fairy Tail? Let me know in chat. Let me know in the comments. We do have our Attuma. We have Cosmo. And we have Wakanda, which is obviously very, very good for Attuma. And we can put our Sunspot in Wakanda, buff them up until we can get our other cards going. We do have Titania. Titania is not a... You don't really want to play Titania early. And that is fine. We're never really playing for that anyway, unless they didn't play anything. We got a Professor X, maybe. This we can do some spicy stuff with. Because we can put down Invisible Woman, and so there's no way he expects us to be winning right now in that location. But this is 15 power that's hidden, which is absolutely massive. I'm expecting to see a wave. Ooh, a storm. What deck is this? Why does he have storm in a destroy deck? So this is how much power? 10, 15. So that's 17 power. Do I think he can put 10 power here this turn? Maybe. But I think I would rather play that and buffs up Sunspot. So we'll see what he plays. So that's 8. So that's not going to be enough by itself, which is good. There's no way he thinks that. So we are going to play Armor, and then we're going to play 0, and we're really hoping to draw into our Destroyer. Our Destroyer would be like the big get. It's not. It's actually Professor X, which is really, really bad. I think the best play path is here and maybe here. Well, I don't reveal first. So I think I just play here. I'm not going to snap because that'll let him know he's losing here. So we're going to go ahead and hit this. Oh, wow. That is going to be fine, though. He doesn't think it's enough to win over on the right, but it absolutely is. Oh, wait. Oh, no. So Titania, I didn't know that. Okay, good to know. I lost because I didn't know. I thought Titania never switched sides after Invisible Woman, but she clearly does. So we're going to take that loss. That's going to be in the video, though, because I want you guys to see my embarrassment. But we're learning. So I had played that combo a few times, and that's not what happened, but I must have played Titania on turn 6, and that's why. Normally, the Rift, very good for us, because we're running 4 1 costs. Unfortunately, we do not have any of them right now. So not so good. We can play 0, but do we want to? I mean, there's a few things we could draw into that would be nice here. Do I just give up the raft? I don't know what deck he's running. I mean, I am going to fill it up. That's fine. That's not terrible. Okay. So I'm going to lock that down. And then I think it's just a Destroyer, right? Destroyer, right? This is probably pretty tough to beat. Trying to think of what he could do to beat it. It's funny, I can actually play, if I get... I guess I can't. I don't have any more ones that I could play. Ironheart. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do we snap? I think we snap. Because you can only play one card here. And I'm going to be getting rid of -6 and adding 14, which is actually 11. So he's going to have to overcome 7. He's going to have to overcome 18 power. And he can't with a leader because he hasn't left enough space. So I think that's just a win. We'll see what he does, though. He might not be thinking it. He might be thinking if I just overpower it. No, and he retreats. So that's going to be game 4. And a little bit better than the other games that we showed off today. We did Rush the Raft, which gave us a Professor X to America Chavez. We didn't get to play Attuma or Titania. You know, I really did want to show off the power of those cards, but because it is Christmas and I have things to do with that with family, I do have to call it there because I have to record another video. But I really do think this deck is quite good. I'm going to try to get one more game in, you guys. Welcome back, everyone. I'm trying to get one last game so we can show off Attuma and Titania and that sort of thing. So our games, even the ones we won, we did well. And we tried to get, we've played 2 games since I decided that, and ran into just the worst locations you could possibly imagine, including Space Throne for our Invisible Woman, which was kind of especially interesting. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna hide Invisible Woman here. And hopefully we can draw into some bigger cards. But for now, that's a good one. Wow. Okay. That's what a crazy deck this is. But that's not actually a ton of power. I actually think I can beat that with Titania and Professor X. And even if I can't, I think I can retake or just to be safe, I think we do it this way, yeah. Then 5. Oh, because I don't go first, that is kind of sad. Not too worried about this, honestly. And bam, very nice. So even losing here, I think we do play it all. And we can still play to the right here, which is feigning where we're gonna put our power. Ooh, Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
So 18. Does he think we won't play there? Because we can beat 18, right? We can do that and beats 18. Where does he play? I'm trying to think. So he has a Devil Dinosaur, right? We have to assume. Armor. I think he plays to the left. Oh, he plays both. Okay.
I am.
So it just comes down to what this card is. And it's an armor. And that is not going to be enough. So we are going to get a win. It's not because of Attuma or Titania. Well, actually, it is a little bit because of a Titania. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Not a bad win, and that's going to be the final game of today. I'm glad I could get a win that showed off a little bit of the power of this deck with the Professor X and the Titania, and how that comes together with a little bit of the rescue, and then just hitting it with the Destroyer for that final turn is very, very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe, and hopefully for the next video we can climb a little bit higher get to infinite. Thanks, guys.